Hey, what's going on, guys? Sub here, and welcome back to another Redstone video. Today, we're going to be doing something very important. I think everyone should have these in the world. They're just so helpful. Item sorters, or mass item storage. So, these are a bunch of designs I have. Those three don't work, though, so we're going to ignore them. We have two designs right here, and I'm going to build a third to show you guys. We're going to start with this one, though. The basic item sorter. So, you can build this any way you want. I have it in a packed ice loop. So basically, if I drop an item into here, the item will go through all this water and keep going around, which is good. Because if you want to have a lot of item storage in a lot of different spots, this will make sure the item gets to all those spots. So what we have here is we have chests with slabs on them, and hoppers back here. So I'm going to actually build a new one of these, just so you guys understand what we're doing here, because I don't think most people understand how simple item sorters are. They are one of the easiest things to build. Doesn't matter what you do, they're the easiest. I want to find a nice block. Where's a good block? Where is it? Alright, you're my new favorite block. That's infested. I do not want that. I mean, Chisel's numbers. I love this block, guys. I don't know why. So basically, we're going to place our chest in first. So, I hate that. We're going to have 4 chests, why not? That's 4 different items. And just so you don't run out of storage in case it's a lot of items, we're going to have this. Alright, so then on top of your chest, place slabs. This is if you're doing the water stream option. If not, you can place whatever as long as it works. Then you want hoppers going into the block above them. Not going down, going into that block, which won't do anything. So then, finish up the hoppers. So you have a row of hoppers going into the blocks in front of them. None of them going down. So you have that. And over here, you're going to have one row of blocks with redstone torches facing... I thought we had 5 chests. I'm so confused. What is this for? Alright. I thought I put 5. My bad. With redstone torches facing the first row of hoppers. Then, behind that row of redstone torches, so a block behind, you're going to want to place repeaters in the back with blocks on top. So then, cover them so it looks something like this. You have blocks on top. Actually, not that way. My bad. It's very early for me, and I really wanted to make this video for you guys, because a lot of people like item sorters, and my item sorter video is one of the most, well, not one, it's one of my best videos, because everyone wants to know how to build them, so I figured I'd show you how to make a really simple one. So, redstone torches facing the first row of hoppers that are going into the first row of chests. Behind that, repeaters, no like added ticks, just regular repeaters facing that. Alright, so then on top of all this, you're going to want to use comparators. So in case you are coming back to Minecraft and don't exactly remember how to build these, you need quartz, so don't think you can just go on a mining session and build this. Sadly, you cannot. You do need quartz for these. Alright, so you want to place a row of, I just lost the name, what? Comparators? So early. Comparators facing the top row of hoppers, and then have a redstone output coming out from all of those, all the way down the line. So you have 3 whole rows. So basically how this works is the comparators are going to detect when there's a certain number of items in this hopper. It will send a redstone signal down here to these repeaters, because redstone will power this block, which will power the repeaters, which will turn off the torches, and it will unlock these hoppers. Because currently, if I try to put something in, look, it stays there. Because these hoppers are locked. But these top hoppers, they stay too, but that's because they're not going in anything. But not going down either. These are also locked. So if you notice when we put something in, that lights up. But unless we have a certain amount of items in, it won't work. So if you are sorting simple items like cobblestone and dirt, you're going to want filler items. Let me just put it like that. You're going to want items that you put in here that you never touch. Let's say I want to sort redstone. I put 1 redstone in there, then I have to put 11 blocks in each one of these stacks, but you want them to be blocks you're never going to put in there. So if you don't do that, my recommendation is to rename blocks, because you'll never put those in. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. And I don't know why do I go capitalist for that? Whatever. So what you want to do is you want to have it so that this will be 11 blocks, because then the next item that goes in will go down these hoppers, it will unlock, and the items will go in. So, yeah, that's essentially your thing. And these are tileable, which basically what that means, they're tileable. You can put them right next to each other, no harm whatsoever. Super simple item storage, super simple. So, for this one, it's going to be a bit different, though, because this is the standard one, alright? This is the standard item sorter. Sort your items, depending on what you put in here. Nothing really too complicated. But, it's not that efficient. There are two ways to go about this. You can't have hoppers that go into these to push items around because no room, won't work. It's the only way you can really make sure items get to the correct thing is to have water going around. The problem with that is water will have the item stop. So if we look here, that's okay. I have these so that when the item goes through, it gets pushed, it hits the ice, it slides. If there was no ice, it would not slide to this other water stream and be able to go all around. So, unless you have a Silk Touch pick, guys, I'm sorry, but this is not going to be something you can do. And packed ice is only found in the ice spikes biome. So, look, you'll know if you ever find one. They are giant ice spikes. Generally, something like this, but bigger and nicer looking. But it's the only place you can find packed ice. So, if you want another option for this, I recommend using regular ice and trying to not light it up, because you can have like lights down here and just hope that these don't melt. That's your best bet, because there's no other way to do this water stream tactic here. So yeah, and for those of you who've been following my survival series, I plan on building one of these soon. So yeah, because whenever I want to build something redstone, I've noticed a lot of YouTubers, they just build it themselves and be like, oh cool, look at this. But people are like, well, I want to build that, but I don't know how, because they didn't say it in their video. That's what I'm basically going to be doing here. This is the item sorter. If you want, add water streams and ice. I'm not going to do it because I want to show you something else now. That is for single items, alright? That's for single items. And you only get 2 chests. If you want to do, let's say, bulk storage, which is where we have, I guess, I'm not the best with placing chests on top of chests when they're like this, but whatever. Alright, so let's say you want to do bulk storage like this. I lost my comparator. What happened to it? Alright, whatever. Say you want to do bulk storage like this. It is very interesting. This system works a bit differently. So, what I'm basically getting at here is you want to have it so that when a chest is full, it lights up a lamp. So you know, like, oh, that chest is full. Let's see what I can do with it. Maybe throw it into my new item sorter. Who knows? So, basically, how you want to do this, have a row of hoppers going down away from the redstone lamp. And how basically these work is when the hopper is full, it will send the comparator will detect it, send a redstone output to this block right here, which will activate that. But, if you look here, how do you do that? That one's more difficult, because you have to go around for that. So you want the comparator, a block, a block, a block. You're going to want a repeater here. And I want to try to explain this for you guys as much as I can. Comparators with hoppers, they detect if there's items in it or not. If there's a certain amount of items, it sends a strong redstone output. So when this hopper's full, this will receive power, this block will power the lamp. Same thing's happening here, except I have to extend it out. So it powers that block powers the repeater powers this block, repeater powers this block, powers second lamp. And then basically with this, you just want to continue doing this pattern down, and there will be a hole in the middle. So that is that. So then you want another comparator. Make sure it's facing this direction, guys. It's very important. And then for this bottom here, you're just going to want generally the same thing. Now this is a easy, simple system I personally am a fan of, because you can connect it with an item sorter as well. So what you can have is, alright, so now this should work, but if you wanted, you could add, let me just do this, you could add a locked hopper, which I guess to do it here, we would have to make it a bit different, but actually, yeah, no, it's not locked, so it just goes all the way down to the bottom, or at least it should, but whatever, it'll end up in one of your chests, so that's fine. And if you want to hook it up with one of these, I guess you're going to have to build this 3 blocks higher. I'm not the master at building these. I personally like the storage system better than silos, but I figure if you guys want to see how to do it, I will build it. So basically what I'm going to do here is we're going to essentially have the same thing with the redstone torch, the comparator, the repeater, block behind them. This is one up, so we can actually remove one of those, which, perfect. Now, this system is super easy. I don't know who came up with this. I don't even... See, the thing about redstone is whatever you build, it's never been intended, because no one at Mojang would have thought, oh, let's make it so that these blocks work in this specific way, so you can sort your items and store them easily. No, they didn't think like that. This is the community working together to make something, and I personally am a fan of it. So now we have it with the items sorting. So, let's say I want to have a white stained glass. Why did that... Oh, this one's locked. Alright, that made more sense. Oops. That's not what we want. So, let's have our glass. Let's have it so that there's 11. Alright, there we go, there's 11. I have got to stop shift clicking. So that's all 11. So if we grab another hopper, what we're going to have here is we're going to grab a chest and plop it down there and fill this up with white stained glass. So it's going to go down. This should be going into here. And it should be going down. I don't know why it's not here. This is the same exact circuit we used here. Except we did use 3 hoppers. Which we also have here. Why is this not going down? That is interesting. It's powering the redstone. But not strong enough. Okay, but I think you guys get the idea. Hook one of these up to an item sorter. I'm going to move on to the last and final thing for your storage system. This should be working, actually. I don't know why it's not. Maybe I have to put it up one more because these redstones are conflicting. That probably is it. So, you have your silos, you have your sorting systems, but you don't want to have a chest all the way up here to put things into it. No, 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 no. With 1.13, I'm sure you all know of bubble elevators and how they work. Well, they also work... I don't even have blocks. Well, they also work with items, so we can do many cool redstone things with them. You just gotta get the stuff for it. So, what we're gonna have here is we're gonna have a chest, let's say, just here, and we're gonna need a hopper as well. So, how we're gonna do this is we're actually gonna have to put it back one from that. Give me my glass. Love this block. I don't have the items in there right now. That's fine. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. It's fine. So basically, what we want here is we want the items going in to this water stream. Oops. Oh, no, don't break the redstone. I hate when this happens. This is why no one should ever give me a water bucket when we do redstone videos. Alright, so you want to place your water in so it covers all the hoppers. If you don't have the ice in this system's fine. You can have it with an overflow chest. This just saves you hoppers, honestly. So, you spent enough of those. So, what we're going to have is we're going to have a dropper right back here with hooked up to a chest. So all the items we have here, let's put my glass in, are going to go into the dropper. Let me also put redstone in because that is what we're sorting in here. So what's going to happen here is we're going to have a comparator detecting stuff into there. It will power... Can it power a repeater? I'm just quickly doing a test here because I don't know. Or it can. I did not realize it could just directly power that. So now what we have here is we have a flickering circuit whenever an item's in there. Put it here if it would let me or not. This is fine. So it's going to shoot the items out, which is exactly what we want. But I probably shouldn't have turned that on. So we're going to break that. Because I just realized I'm building the newer item elevators. I'm so used to building the old ones. So, soul sand. You all know how to build a bubble elevator. I shouldn't have to show it here, but I will for video length. Alright, make sure to add your roof so no items really escape. And what we're going to do here is we gotta fill this entire thing with the water from the bottom. So the water's going to flow over into there, no harm really done. That's also what I have on this experimental one. Although this circuit is a lot more complex than it needs to be for the dropper. So, we do that, and then with this chest, we just gotta rehook this up. So it takes the output, and then what we want to do is we want to power the block. We want to power it, which kind of is a problem, but what we can do is we could have it so that item in the hopper just does this. Now, I think this should work. Yeah, no, I built that wrong. Makes sense. I built a lot of things wrong. So, we're going to have to do it the other way. Yeah, have it like that. We want to grab the redstone I just dropped in there. We're going to have it so that the redstone is powering either the block under it or its block. So, we want to have this. Because that'll start flickering, I think. Maybe. I think I have to connect it to the rest of the circuit. Yeah, there we go. So, it does this. It shoots. Oh, that's not good. All the redstone shot into the system. I'm just building up these walls because this one's flying everywhere. There's obviously different ways to do this. It's just the easiest way for me. So, put in your redstone, whatever you're sorting. It's going to be put into the dropper. That's going to be activated on a circuit like this, which is going to constantly pop the items out of the dropper. They go up in a water stream. They go into your sorting system. And then, what they do is they go over the hopper that they're supposed to be in. They get sucked in. And this one's missing. So why is this missing? Yeah, there we go. It should be fine. So we look down here. The subscribe blocks I chucked in there broke it. But as you can see, it's sorted all our redstone into this chest. If you want more proof of that, let me grab this. Let me grab. Uh, Now, item sorters are by far one of my favorite things to build. Because they are, people think, oh, they're going to be so complicated. No, they're super easy. Now, let's have this one be glass like this. Here we go. Now, why did you do that? Okay. So that glass one's set. And if you notice, it's not the last one, it's not the first one. So, yeah. Let's drop our glass in. We put a whole stack in. It's going to shot out up here. Now, if you're on a laggy server, I don't recommend this. I recommend more using hoppers, but if you do want to build it like this, definitely do it. It's not that bad. So, it's all going in. Check here. Well, yeah, it, this one isn't set up, which makes sense, but still annoying. What does have you for subscribe then? Because you all should subscribe. Because I've been getting a lot of nice comments, but I'm like, wow, that's great. But I'm also like, wait, they haven't subscribed. Well, you gotta subscribe, guys. A small channel, you know. So it's going past this. Oh no, it's going into this because subscribe blocks all went down. Okay, so if you're not stupid like me and are smart enough to understand how this works, good for you. I'm clearly not. I have to do all of these. So let me just 11, 11, 11, 11, and 1 like that. Then that works. It all works. Also, I just realized by throwing subscribe blocks in, I might have messed up this one. Going over, not going in the second one, going into the third where it belongs. That is item sorting. Now, if you want to make it better, do this. Have it so you have the block it is. Why am I always in caps lock? Under it. Because I think this would just make it so much easier. So in here, we're going to have the subscribe blocks, which are named, so you can just have it like that. Say you're sorting soul sand, the last one, you have it like this. If you walk by, it would sort it to the right spots, but you're not gonna remember all that if it's that big. So you're like, oh, this is my redstone chest. Boom, redstone. Now, if you want to do blocks like repeaters and comparators, what you can do is just either put them in the ground, put them here, or what I think is cool, have them in the ground. But of course, then you can't really see them unless your whole floor is glass. Which I'm not against. I really like. I really love the stained glass. It's so beautiful. Love it. So, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Well, not episode. Oh my god. I've been playing too much Survival. It's going to do it for the redstone tutorial. I haven't made one of these in a while. If you're wondering what all this is, prototype for my pumpkin pie lab, redstone house, a lot of pumpkin melon farm designs, the most efficient cow farm design I think possible, bubble elevators, I believe these are block swappers over here, just in case. Are these ones not working? Yeah, those ones must not be working. I do have working block swappers, though. I'm pretty sure these are them. Yeah, this swaps all the blocks. All of them. Yeah, I have a lot of block swappers. Why do I have so many? Oh my god. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe, please. I think that's a theme in this episode. Subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next redstone tutorial, or my survival series. Or, you know, one of those two. So anyway, guys, peace out.